Welcome back to the DoveLems level solving commentary video series, and today we're going to be doing 10 more levels of the Devilish rank. Starting off, Devilish 11, Across the Blizzard. So another rather straightforward level for the most part. Alrighty, so just bombers, blockers, and builders here. This one is one of the louder ones. The louder tracks, that is. Bomb twice here. And then we just go ahead and build up. There are 3 builders to the right. And then 2 more to the left, I think. No, 3. Okay, and then I go ahead and build down here to make a platform for these guys up here. Yeah, because this will eventually become spot height. Alright, and then I go ahead and seal off the gap here for 1 more builder. Yeah, it wasn't necessary to do down here since I did this at the right time so that no one is able to fall down here and splat. Okay, and then we go ahead and build to the right now. Yeah, 3 more builders. Okay, and then we go ahead and bomb. And then another bomber here. And then finally 1 last builder to get to the exit, and that's it. So, saves 1 over the requirement here. Devilish 12, it's a ruin world. Okay, this was one of the levels that Dota Chikala changed for the Lemon version, but it's very subtle because it's just really like some things shifted over a pixel or so. But that's really it. But anyway, yeah, first time mines, and while one lemming slips on by, yeah, the miner is to delay the others, to give the worker enough time to like do some of the work to prevent the others from getting into danger, such as building over the gap here. Okay, and then next building over the gap. Okay, bash on through. Okay, 1 more builder to seal out the gap here. Then send up a climber. So as you can see, he had more than enough time to prepare the gaps before the others arrived. Yeah, and then at some point I maxed out the release rate here. Yeah, but when there's 29 left to come out of the entrance. But it doesn't really matter here. By the way, yeah, go over the exit, and mine down, and then build to get up here. And also to have a way to turn around so that he can mine out the crowd. Alrighty, and then last thing to do is to just build 1 final time to reach the exit. And that is it. So, very nice. Very nice use of the miner here to delay everyone else and give the worker enough time. Devilish 13, Art of Mining. And this time we have a time limit of 1 minute. And as you can see, this is just a repeat of plane 1. Except this time, you have way less miners. Yeah, only 3 this time. Instead of, I believe it was 10 in the original. Alrighty, so 10 limit looks pretty scary here, but it's really not that bad. Yeah, so we go ahead and mine. And then, yes, right here, go ahead and mine in the other direction, but at a time so that it cancels the miner going out to the right. Yeah, and that's it. And I think as it turns out, it's actually not necessary to do this miner canceling. Because you will actually have enough time to finish. Yeah, even if the miner breaks all the way through. But I think what is necessary though is that somebody mines, yeah, while the miner is going to the right. Yeah, in order to for you to be able to finish on time. So here we finished with about 8 seconds to spare. Devilish 14, Chernobyl survivors. So this is just referring to the Chernobyl incident in the Ukraine, I believe it was. Yeah, I don't know my history too well, but anyway, yeah, you see several replays here because this was updated a couple of times to fix my background. So I will load the most recent one because that was the acceptor solution. Okay, so go ahead and set up a climber, then build over the gap here. Okay, dig down here. Yeah, so some of the changes that were made were the addition of steel and also a trap. So we're gonna go ahead and dig while leaving some pixel wall to the right. Yeah, which will leave the worker undisturbed here. Yeah, so we go ahead and build. Alrighty, and on the fourth builder section, we need to go ahead and start releasing the crowd with a bomber here. Yeah, and this was done at such a time so that a lemming comes to block and to turn the climber around. Yeah, and then we build one final time here. Yep, the climber will go up and then dig down. And then finally we just stop the digger with a builder. Yeah, and that's it. And so that they can also get over that as well. Alrighty. And then we're gonna go ahead and nuke. And yes, this is indeed a repeat of the level earlier in the rank. Yeah, that we did in the previous video. So yeah. Devilish 15 Devil's Horns. This one isn't too bad either, although this one is can be somewhat challenging just because of the very limited skill set here. But again, it's all about knowing how to get the most out of your destructor skills here. So set up a climber, do a build. Okay, and then we go ahead and mine. Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and build. Yeah, 2 builders here. And then, yeah, I decided to go ahead and send out another climber. And then we bash on through. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb here so that we make a turnaround point. Okay, and then we just go ahead and build towards the exit. Yeah, with our remaining 3 builders. And then finally, all that's left to do is to bash the crowd out. Yep, and that's it. Another music track that's pretty loud here. So, pretty similar to Devilish 11. Yeah, on the loudness. Devilish 16, Lems play hide and seek. And yes, this would be another one where Dota Chicalo showed off a remade version of this in his one of his topics on the Lemmings forums. Alright, so for this one, pretty clever puzzle here. Yeah, I think this is really neat. So, only 3 lemmings here. Yeah, but you only need to say 2. So, we block with the last lemming here. Okay, and then the first one will turn around, while the other one will bash through the post, and then he's just going to build the long bridge to the exit with the remaining 6 builders. Yeah, the one that turned around in the meantime will bash through the one-way wall. And yeah, I do believe it is actually necessary to stretch out the bridges here. Alright, and then once the basher is just about below where the blocker is, you go ahead and bomb the basher, and which releases the blocker here. Yeah, and then in the last 2 builders, you don't need to stretch them, although you're certainly more than welcome to if you want it. So yeah, looks like it's almost not required, but yeah, it does help a bit here. So yeah, very nice puzzle. Yeah, it's a very creative use of the bomber to release the blocker from below. So pretty similar to that other level that we did. I believe it was in the coward rank. Yeah, the one that had the blocker pickup and with 100 lemmings. Devilish 17, Maze in a Clepsydra. I think that's how you say the last one. I don't even know what that is, actually. And this time, there's only 2 lemmings rather than 3. Yeah, but this time, we need to save everyone. Yeah, we need to save both of them. Alright, this one can be a little difficult to pull off in the execution. But I think this actually happens naturally. So anyway, first one will become a climber, what the next one will bash on through. Yeah, and then the non-climber will dig down here. Yeah, which you also need to do in such a way so that the climber also gets into this pit down here. So, at this time, the digger finishes in time, so that the climber is able to drop down. And yeah, this is safe for the both of them. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go ahead and have them both build. And yeah, as you can see, this is absolutely necessary because there's a trap at the beginning. Yeah, therefore no one can turn around. Yeah, on the starting platform, that is. Alrighty, and then when you're high enough, you're gonna go ahead and mine with the climber here. Yeah, in the meantime, the non-climber takes a detour. Yeah, and it's now coming back to the right. And yeah, this needs to be done in such a way so that you cancel the miner going to the right. Yeah, like this. So this can be a little difficult to follow, but if it doesn't work, then you just simply readjust the positioning of some of the earlier skills. But yeah, I think for the most part, naturally this will happen. And I think on Lemon it's just as difficult to pull it off, yeah, as it is here in New Limix. It's just that the miner has a pretty interesting quirk in it, and that the miner is actually hovering in mid-air. But anyway, one last builder to the X, and that's it. So yeah, very nice 2 Lemmings level here. Devilish 18, it's an evil symphony. Okay, this one has also received a couple of background fixes, yeah, to block off my solutions. Yeah, and as you can see here with the 3 different replays, so once again, we want to save, we want to load the most recent one. So yeah, I believe some of the changes here were some one-way arrows. Well, some of them were changed, yeah, some of the directions were changed, and also the removal of some terrain right here. Yeah, because really, if you find a way to like not use all the X's here, then yeah, it's pretty much considered a background. But anyway, yeah, at the start, we go ahead and max out the release rate. And then we go ahead and dig, so that we get through these terrain. And then you need to release this entrance in such a time so that it is able to get through over all the diggers. Yeah, before the diggers get too low and then they get trapped down here. Because these lemmings will take this exit over here. Yeah, and there's only 2 lemmings from this entrance. Yeah, these 2 will take the exit over here, while these diggers will use the climber pickups to use the exit over here. And yeah, if you turn on CPM, then you can clearly see that there's actually an opening here in which the climbers can just get through without needing to use any destructor skills. Yeah, and then once they drop down, yeah, you go ahead and dig with them again. And this is to just let these 2 through. Yeah, like this. Yeah, and they really do need to get through. If one of them falls down here, then they will not be able to get to this exit anymore. And then you will not be able to save one of them, or rather, you won't be able to solve the level, because yeah, no one can get trapped here. So yeah, it's pretty much all due to timing here. Yeah, and then they all stop due to the steel here. Okay, and they bash on through to get the climber pickups, and they finally just make the remaining lemmings climbers. Yep, and that's already it. So if user, yeah, like this. And yeah, as you might have guessed, the level is pretty backgroundable on Lemon Eye. But well, that's the way it is, just due to the fact that there are no pickups, yeah, on that engine. Devilish 19, poor scapegoat. Okay, this is another pretty good one. It's just all about delaying the crowd, yeah, to give the workers enough time here. Alrighty, so just 3 skill types here: a floater, 3 bombers, and 7 builders. Okay, so I think it's just 2 that go into. Yes, go with the third one, and then bomb here. And do we need to bomb again? Yeah, we do. So yeah, one will let me get on through, and we will drop down here to like start building to get up here. Everyone else we just like take a detour through this area over here. And yeah, this builder will come on back. And yes, I remember hearing this track on a few other levels I've played. Okay, so 3 builders here. So as you can see, he finishes just in time before the next one arrives. Okay, he turns around, but that's okay. Okay, we go ahead and bomb here. Oh yeah, and I should have mentioned, yeah. So when there are 43 lemmings left to come out of the entrance, then I max out the release rate. So anyway. So, one will drop down, will float. Or rather, one will drop down, float. And then the next one will go over the bomber hole. Yeah, and once again, the crowd would take a detour over here. Yep. Build to turn around. And then finally, one last builder to catch the others, who will fall in the water otherwise. And then I believe he turns around. Yeah, he has to turn around because, yeah, we're not allowed any more losses here. And that's it. So, very nice low. It's just really about delaying the crowd, yeah, accordingly to give the workers enough time to prepare the landing platforms. And then finally, Devilish 20 stratum. I believe the word refers to either the type of cloud, I think, or basically to layers of rock, I think. Yeah. Again, I'm not really like a geologist or anything, so yeah. Yeah, for this one, yeah, I believe this is another load that's pretty backgroundable on Lemon. Yeah, and as you can see, yeah, because there are pickups here as well. So there's a builder and a miner pickup. And yes, this is terrain. Yeah, this is not the retractable boulder trap. Yeah, in the dirt tile set. Okay, so we go ahead and block here. Or at least I did. Alrighty, and then dig here? Yes. Okay, block here. And yeah, this digger was placed in such a way so that he stops. Okay, then we go ahead and build. Yeah, these guys will be fine. They will be contained down here. But actually, before anybody gets into this pit, I'll go ahead and bash through the one-way wall. Okay, so we got the builder and the miner pickups. Then we go ahead and start building. Yeah, so here we build twice. Yeah, one here and one here in order to make a safe fall for the blocker that we will release. Yeah, and also for the others too, I guess. Probably. Yeah, because I go ahead and mine the blocker free here. Okay, so it looks like I turned everybody around. But it doesn't really matter though, yeah, because I could have just used the first lemon to mine the blocker free. Yeah, and then the others will be able to fall down. Yeah, and land safely while spotting. Alrighty, and that's it. So, seems a pretty solid load now. Yeah, with all the patches and everything. Alrighty, so that was 10 more levels of the Devilish rank. So next time we will do the final 10 of the rank. So with this, I hope you enjoyed this video of the DoveLems level solving commentary video series, and I'll see you on for the next one.